Shalom, y'all. I want to talk to you guys today about something that very few people know about. There are a lot of people who know, but most of us in our Hebrew Israelite community don't know. And that's something that's good for us, something that's healthy, something that's people have been knowing about for a long time. And that is about, it's called sun-structured water, where you take water, let me show you, and you put it in a glass bottle or jar so the sun can energize it. Okay, what I have in there is just some filtered water, store-bought filtered water, and I put it in a gallon, that's a gallon jug, and then I put it in the sun. And you put it in the sun for at least 5 to 8 hours. Okay, this has been out here almost 5 hours. I'll probably give it another hour, and then I'll take it in the house. And for those of you who are asking, well, what is sun-structured water? It's the most healthiest thing on the planet that you can drink, for one thing. Well, not only sun-structured water, but any kind of structured water. And there are, that I know of, 3 ways that water can be structured. One of the ways is what I'm doing now with the water in the sun. The other way is you freeze it, and then the other way is when water goes back into the atmosphere and it comes down as rain. Okay, what is so significant about all this? Well, when I come back, I'm going to tell you all about it. So, be back in a few. Okay, y'all, I just want to come back, and I just remembered something before I go and, remember I was talking about water having a memory. Well, in a sense, that is kind of biblical. Because I don't know if you guys remember when Yaakov was staying with his father-in-law Laban, and then he made the deal to pay him, Laban was going to pay Yaakov, who was Jacob, with sheep. And Yaakov said, okay, I'm going to take all those that are spotted and speckled and streaked. So he took limbs, poplar branches, and he peeled them, and he put them in the water. And a lot of people didn't understand, well, why he peeling them and putting them in the water? Nobody understood that in a sense. But now that you think about it, if the water looks at the poplar branches and they're stripped and spotted and streaked, then when the sheep drink the water, they take on the look of the branches. So that kind of makes sense to me. Now, I know it didn't before, but now it does. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay. Shalom, y'all. I'm back. This is Mama Cheryl from Set Apart Living, and I'm still talking about the structured water, sun-structured water. Okay. I got my water right here. It finished. Was out there 6 hours, so I brought it back in, and as you can see, it's a little out. I poured myself some. Anyway, I wanted to continue on the subject about sun-structured water, or structured water, period, because you, as I was saying earlier, I think I said earlier, but if I didn't, you can restructure water by freezing it. It will be structured, but it won't have the same benefits as if you do it with the sun. Because what the sun does, not only does it restructure it, like I said, it puts vitamins and energy and all that in it. And also, like I said, a lot of Hebrew Israelites would think, oh, that's something pagan, yada, yada, yada. Well, no, it's a scientific fact that people have been knowing about this for years now. And like I also said earlier, Dr. Emoto, I don't know his first name. I can't pronounce his first name, I should say. He's from Japan, and he was the first one to experiment with this and found out that water has a memory, and that it's living, and that it reacts to its environment. And also, what I mean, you think about water doing that. Just think of our bodies. Our bodies are, some people say 75%, but the other people say 90%. Now, regardless of who's right or wrong, we're almost all water. So if water, regular water, reacts to its environment, just imagine what's going on with our bodies, with negative things going on around us and all the busyness going around us. You take water, what the city does to the water, they add fluoride and fluorine and all these other chemicals to the water, and it destroys the structure of the water. Number one, when they do that. Number two, then they send the water through pipes through all these right angles, as they say, and it further destructs the water. So by the time we get water in the tap, not only is it full of chemicals, but because the water had to go around all those right angles, its structure is broken. Now, water is something that's supposed to flow. You know, it flows. We know that from rivers. We know that from the ocean. It flows, and anything that obstructs that flow causes the water to lose its structure. Now, not only does sending water through pipes causes it to lose its structure, but also music, a type of music like heavy metal music, saying negative things in front of it or to it. They did a demonstration of how people would take water and say thank you, and it would crystallize, and then they would take some water and say, I hate you, I'm going to kill you, and then the water would, the structure of the water would just come apart and look ugly. So that shows us we should never ever talk ugly in front of water. We should always talk positive and say and be appreciative of the water we put in our bodies, because what science is finding out about that is tremendous. So just imagine you have water, you're drinking water, and you have people there arguing, fussing, and fighting what it's doing to the structure. Then you turn around and you drink that water. You're putting it in your body. So that's not a good thing. And we're wondering why we're always sick and falling apart, and we have headaches and our stomach aches. And so if the water we are drinking is reacting to its environment around it, and like I said, when we put it in our bodies, just imagine what it's doing to us. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show some pictures of what water crystals look like in a positive environment, when you say thank you to it, when it's around classical music, when water is being appreciated, when it's been frozen, when it's been sun structured. And then I'm going to show water that's been around negative things, like talking negative in front of it, saying worthless things, having chemicals put into it, going through pipes, how that all that affects the water of the water that we drink every day. And when I'm going to show that, then I'll be right back. Okay, now weren't those positive crystals beautiful? They are really beautiful, and you see the different shapes they come in just by saying positive things and playing positive music. You know, I always knew that classical music was great because I would play it for my grandchildren when they would come over, and I would babysit, you know, because it would calm them. And they also say that children who listen to classical music as babies do better in school and math, and they're just smarter than other kids. So I can understand, you know, the music having that effect. Okay, now we'll take a look at the negative water crystals. Okay, now, you see the difference? You see how ugly they look? I mean, ooh, just imagine we drinking that, we putting that in our bodies, and that's going into our cells. I mean, oh my goodness. You know, I know the Most High Yah doesn't want us sick and being all nasty like that. I mean, just look at it. Why would we want to put something like that in our bodies? Okay? True, we didn't have the information before. Now we're getting the information. Now we know. And now we should try to start making changes. Okay? If right now in some places I know the weather is changing, it's getting colder, but the sun is still shining. So if you have a windowsill somewhere where the sun can hit your jars. Okay, wait, let me start over right here. First of all, when you put your water in your jar, it has to be glass. Use glass jars. Don't use plastic. Like I think I said that earlier too. You do not want to use plastic. You want to use glass because you don't want none of that junk, you know, leaching into your water. One of the best things I have, this jar. This jug right here had organic apple juice. You can buy your children or whoever, you can buy the apple juice in this and then keep the jug, or you can go just get any kind of glass jug, a glass pitcher, anything glass, and get you some well, don't use the water out the faucet, but you can, because they show that good thoughts will recrystallize it, but I don't know what happens with all the other stuff. So get you some filtered water, get you some distilled water, and put it in the sun. Let the sun charge it, or if it's no sunshine, again, freeze the water, add some freeze it and let it thaw, or take what you have, freeze a little bit of water and add it to the water that you got. And it doesn't matter. A little bit of structured water will restructure a whole jar of water. So that's something else we can do. But anyway, people, my brothers and my sisters, research this information. Like I said, I'm going to put the documentary I watched today, I'm gonna put it down in the description. So go down there and get the link. But also check with Netflix or just check online and see if you can get the movie and watch the whole documentary, The Miracle of Water. I mean, it will absolutely blow your mind. Now we know we serve an awesome Elohim, and he is able to do wonders. And his creation of the water, the Ma'im, was a wonderful thing. And so we as his people need to learn how to respect that he gave us. Because you know, for years people just take water for granted. Oh, we drink this to keep from dying from thirst. This substance, Ma'im, is an awesome thing. It is an awesome thing. We should be thankful for it. We should appreciate it. We should always say a prayer over it before we drink it, because that's another thing. Prayer is also known to restructure it. That should go without saying. That's the number one thing. Prayer can restructure water. And here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter who says it, whether you're Hebrew Israelite, whether you're Buddhist. It's just praying, giving appreciation. We know that the Creator gave water. We know it's His water. When we know that anybody that gives thanks for anything that He gives, is appreciative. And I think the water, the Mayim, is also appreciative to anyone who's being thankful for what it does. So with that, I'm going to say again, go research, go watch the documentary I talked about, look at the one in the description below, and check this stuff out. This is something that's not new. It's been going on for a long time. There are things too, I'm just going to throw this in, but I'm going to do this in another video though, about frequencies and how they heal your body as well. So anyway, go check it all out, go research it, and I hope you guys have a set apart day. I hope you have a wonderful time in Yah, and Shalom Aleichem to you.